love to hate, but they can't get past. Pretty face, no waist, and a big old bag. Bad chick, I could be a fantasy. I could tell you got big energy. It ain't too many of them that can handle me, but I might let you try it off the Hennessy. Make them sing.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my motherfucking channel, y'all. And today, as you can tell by that title, we're doing another story time, y'all. My last story time about losing my virginity is doing pretty good, so I'm like, why not give y'all another story time since y'all like that one so much? So I'm like, you know, I'm gonna give y'all another story time. And y'all, like, I don't got that many story times. Like, I don't got that many crazy story times. But as you can tell by the title, the story time that we're doing today is gonna be about the time me and my friends snuck boys in the house, y'all. Not a good idea, but it happened, so I'm gonna tell y'all about it. And y'all know I gotta have like a little snack, so I got me some grapes. I got some grapes and I got like a little bit of water left. But anyways, we're gonna get right into the story time. We're not gonna drag this whole little, you know, intro. Okay, so let's start with, let me see how old I was, y'all. So around this time I was in 8th grade. That's young as hell now I think about it. I was in 8th grade, y'all, and I had a friend. Well, she was my best friend at the time. She was in the same grade as me. She was in 8th grade too. The boy, he was a junior in high school. So remember the dude I lost my virginity to, y'all? This is him. And I don't know, like, I got in trouble a lot, like, when I was doing him. Not a lot. I guess maybe just 2 times, but because I wasn't supposed to be talking to him. But this happened before I lost my virginity. Like, this happened, like, a year before, I want to say. Okay, so, yeah, like, it happened, like, a year before I lost my virginity. So, because I lost my virginity in 9th grade. Okay, so, yeah. So, we snuck him, his brother was a year... Was his brother younger than him? His brother was like 2 years younger than him. So his brother was like a freshman around this time. So his brother was closer to my age. So it was him, his brother, and then a family friend. The family friend, like I said, the family friend, like, I think I told y'all before in like the last video that I would do a story time about this. Like I said in the last video though. The family friend, he was allowed to come over. He was just getting snuck in because he was cool with them and he was at their house, and so he was just like, okay, I'm just gonna come with y'all. Like, it wasn't like, no, he didn't really even have to, he was just with them. Okay, so one day, well, really what happened, y'all. We have been talking for a while. Not a while, probably like a month or a couple weeks or so. And like, we would never really see each other except for when we on the bus to go to school, because we were on the bus to go to school and on the bus to come back home. But really, I wasn't even riding the bus back home like that, because around that time my grandma had an apartment. And so we'll ride a whole different bus to her apartment, and then my parents, when they get off work, they'll pick us up. It was like a whole thing. So really, we was only really seeing each other on the bus to go to school. Other than that, we'll just be texting on FaceTime. So, and he older than me, so he like, I want to actually see you. I want to actually spend time with you, because I mean, in my grade, that's what everybody was doing. Like, we just see each other at school, only see each other on the bus, and get on the phone. Maybe link up at the mall or something. Like, we wasn't doing no, oh, I'm going to your house, and we wasn't really doing like all of that for real. So like, I wasn't, you know, like, shit, us seeing each other on the bus and being on the phone was normal to me. But he like, I want to see you like outside of that environment. Like, can I come over, this and the third? And y'all know my parents, they didn't, well, at this point, they didn't really know that I was talking to him. They didn't really know his age. Like, I was allowed to be on the phone with boys. Like, I'd be on the phone with boys and stuff like that. But, like, they didn't really, they would just think that they all around my age. So, when it came to him, at first, I didn't tell my parents about his age, for real. Like, they just know I'd be on the phone with him, his brother. Like, that was just it. So, I forgot how they ended up finding out about his age. I really do forget how. But they ended up finding out about his age. Even, like, this is during the time we was just talking for real. And, like, he was asking, like, to see me outside of being on the bus and shit. They ended up finding out about his age. Well, my mom knew about his age. And, she didn't really want me talking to him for real. That's when she kind of was just like, I don't want you talking to him for real. Like, y'all can be cool. Like, y'all can be friends. But, like, no further than that. Like, because she knew that I liked him. But so she was telling me, like, it's not going to go no further than y'all just being friends. Like, I don't really want to talk to him. So, one day, maybe, like, a couple days later, we was at Target. Me, my best friend, my mom, and my sister, and my little cousin. We was all at Target, you know, having a ball. We used to have so much fun. Like, we used to get buggies and, like, act like we had kids and put hella baby clothes and stuff in the buggy. You know what, now I think about it, that was wrong. And we used to just leave the buggy, but we used to, like, fill up buggies with baby clothes, acting like we're something for our kids. That's so wrong. Them mothers probably was mad as hell. But anyways, we was at Target, and he had a video shoot that day. And so he had been asking to come to the video shoot, like, a couple days prior to. And I was just like, I'ma try to come, you know. But I knew her time. I was in my back of my head, I'm probably like, my mama probably not gonna let me go. Like, she's not gonna let me go for real. Only because she really don't want me to talk to him because of his age. So, my best friend, she like, just ask if we can go. Like, she might let us go. So I'm like, okay. So we get back in the car, and I'm like, oh, like, mama, like, such and such having a video shoot. Like, can you take us? Like, can we go? Well, first I said, like, can we go? Like, just me and my best friend. I'm like, and my sister, I'm like, can we just go to the video shoot? Like, they literally live, like, down the street from us. They don't live far from us. So, like, we could walk there and come back. So, she, like, no, like, y'all not going. So we just kept asking her, trying to convince her, like, we'll do this, we'll do that. Like, you know how it be, like, we'll do this, we'll do that. Like, you just let us go. So eventually she like, you know what, like, she's like, y'all can go, but you have to call your daddy and ask him, can you go to a video shoot? And I'm like, okay, but I'm not gonna say, like, he's not gonna let me go if you know how old he is, and then the third. But she was saying, she was saying, like, I didn't have to tell him how old he was. Just ask, like, can I go to a this boy's video shoot around the corner? And so I'm like, okay, like, if you're not gonna let me, if I don't have to say how old he is, then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna ask. So I call my daddy. I'm like, oh, daddy, can me, my best friend Cece, can we go to a video shoot? This boy's video shoot around the corner. Like, I'm like, I was gonna say the family friend's name. I don't think he really cared, but. I'm like, the family friend gonna be there, He like, is your mom taking you? Like, is your mom gonna be there? And I'm like, yeah, like, she gonna be there. Like, she taking us, like, she'll be there. And he like, oh, okay. He like, okay, that's fine. Mind you, I wonder where he was at. He was probably with his friends somewhere, because he really, like, just didn't care. So I'm like, oh, okay, like, cool. So I'm like, he said, yeah, like, we can go. Like, come on, let's get ready to go. We had like an hour, 30 minutes, like an hour to get ready for the video shoot. So we started getting ready, and my mom, my auntie take us to the video shoot. You know, he did the little video shoot. She would not let us be in the video shoot, y'all. She wouldn't let us be in the video shoot. Even though the cameraman kind of snuck like a clip of us in it, like he kind of like turned the camera towards us on purpose and put us in it a little bit. But other than that, we was not in the video. Like, I would add that part in there for y'all, but like, y'all gonna know who. It's his, well, I might not know it's his video if I add it in here. I might add it in here because y'all still might not know that it's his video. Because he wasn't rapping at that point. Like, he wasn't at the point in the video. It's like in the beginning. Like, we was all, you just hear us talking. You don't hear his song playing. But anyway, so went to the video shoot. He met my mom. I met his mom. And then our moms met. And that was it. Like, it was cool since then. Like, mama didn't have no problem with him. Like, everything was cool. Like, I'll be on the phone with him, she'll come around, she'll say hey to him. Everything was cool, like, everything was cool. But this story time is really gonna tell y'all when she really started to dislike him. So, one day, like, we would plan for me and my best friend. My best friend was talking to his little brother. And then my sister, she wasn't talking to none of his people for real, but like, they had another cousin. We'll get into that. Anyways, she, what was I gonna say? Oh, we had been planning, like, for me to come down, for all of us to go down the street and go to his house. Like, his mama didn't care how people come to their house because they were older than us. So, you know, they could have, like, girls over. Like, it was nothing. Like, they were older than us. So, like, I was supposed to be going over to his house and shit like that, but like I never actually went. Like, something will always come up, or like they'll like be questioning me or something, so like I never ended up going. So one day I was at school and we texting and he just like you can like I can come to your house, like what time your parents be asleep. I'm sorry y'all, this is pissing me off though, this whole camera situation in my phone. Okay, like, it just don't want me to be great. Anyways, so he like, what time, like, your parents go to sleep? Like, we could sneak in. So we figuring out the whole game plan of how we gonna sneak them in while I'm at school. And so I'm texting my best friend. I'm like, how can we do this? I'm like, we're gonna have you spend the night. My best friend used to spend the night often, so like, it wasn't weird or out of like the ordinary for us to ask if she spend the night. She'll spend the night over my house all the time, or I'll spend the night over her house. So it wasn't out of the ordinary when I asked for her to spend the night. So we're gonna ask for you to spend the night, and then once everybody goes to sleep, and mind you, my dad was not working nights during this time, y'all. He wasn't, so he was home. So we're gonna sneak you in. I mean, like, we're gonna sneak them in through the garage, this, that, and the third. Like, when they go to sleep, they come in through the garage. We'll have somebody on the stairs watching, listening for if anybody moving. We had the whole thing figured out, y'all. We snuck them in 2 times. Mama and Daddy, if y'all watching this, I don't know if y'all already knew about that, but we snuck them in twice. The first time we snuck them in, it was smooth, you know, everybody was chilling, it was cool, like. And that first time, it was him, his brother, and his cousin. No, his cousin didn't come that time, never mind. It was just him and his brother the first time. We all chilling, like, we and him caked up on the couch. His brother, my best friend, they caked up. We all just chilling, having conversations, laughing, talking. We're not being too loud, nothing like that. You know, like, it was cool the first time. Everything went smooth. Like, I lied, y'all. We snuck them in 3 times. Okay, let me finish. So the first time, it was at night, though. Everything was smooth. It was cool. The second time was during the day. So we were on a holiday break. I had to have been like Christmas or Thanksgiving. It had to have been Christmas or it was Thanksgiving break. We was on Thanksgiving break, and we snuck them in during the day. We was home by ourselves. My mom. This is around the time my dad was working during the day. So my mom was at work, my dad was at work, and we were home by ourselves. And so like him and his brother and the family friend, they had all came over during the day. We was chilling. It was cool. My grandma ended up coming over like right before they had left. I mean, like right after they had left, because she was dropping off a turkey. That's how I remember that it was around Thanksgiving. But like, we didn't get caught that time. Like, it was cool. Like, nobody suspected anything. We didn't have a camera in front of our house at that time either. So like, they was coming in and out the front door. Like, it was cool. Like, everybody was cool. Then it was that third time. It's always the third time for me. Like, when I got caught sneaking out the house, it was like, well, no, I had snuck out the house a couple times. But throughout the third time I do stuff, like, it don't go good for me though. But that third time, y'all, we was still at school. We went to school one day. He like, can we come over tonight? You know, like, let's chill, let's kick it, like, let's have fun, like, let's do this again. Like, we can just keep on doing this, you know? Like, we thought we had it down packed. So I'm like, yeah, like, go, like, y'all can come over, you know. I'm gonna have my best friend spend the night. Y'all can come over, you know. Cool. So I get home, I ask my mom, like, can my best friend spend the night? Now, this time when I asked her, she was kind of like, not really. I don't know if it was because maybe we was asking too much. She tried to get suspicious of it, but she was just like, she didn't say no, but she wasn't saying yes. It was more of like she was ignoring me, like, because she didn't want to say yes. But I just kept pressing the issue. She like, whatever, like, okay, whatever. So this time they had a cousin, and he was at their house, but he ended up not coming. I don't forget what was the reason, but he ended up not coming. But my sister, she likes to say that she didn't sneak boys in the house, but like she was a part of it, so technically she did. But he was supposed to come, and my sister was gonna kind of talk to him, but I forgot what happened. I think he was scared to come, so he ended up not coming. So we sneaked them in, and I feel like he knew that something might happen, because like literally that day we was at school, he was texting me and he like, if anything ever happens, how do I get out of y'all garage? Like, I can't run through the house. Like, how do we get out of the garage? Because they was coming in through the garage. They wasn't coming in through the front door. Because, like, the front door would be, like, our front door is kind of loud. So, like, I couldn't, like, let them in through the front door and close the door. And they got to walk past the stairs with my parents upstairs. So, like, it was, like, to go downstairs to the den, the stairs is loud, we just gonna sneak down in through the garage. So like he was asking like, if anything ever happened, like how do I get out of y'all garage? So I'm explaining to him like, you press this, like it'll let up, like I'm explaining to him how to get out the garage. But this was literally the day we got caught. So we sneaked them in, everything cool, we chilling, laughing, talking. I feel like we got a little too comfortable with the sneaking them in to a point where we was being too loud, because like I feel like we were being loud. So every time we would sneak them in, well, the 2 times snuck them in at night, somebody would watch the stairs. It would either be my sister or my brother. Either one of them, they would watch the stairs. This particular time, I want to say it was my brother that was in charge of watching the stairs. And my brother, like, he knew them, they was cool. Like my brother like was like, he was like, the dude was like a little big brother to my little brother. So like they were like really cool, really close. Like, so my brother didn't have no problem with watching the stairs for us. But my brother was in charge of watching the stairs, y'all. And like it was this one time he kind of came upstairs. He like mama and them moving upstairs, y'all. So we told them go in the garage. Close the garage door. Mama was coming downstairs. And she went in the kitchen, turned on the light. She's like, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? And we just laughed. And we like, nothing. Like, we just playing, you know. Da-da-da. She's like, oh, okay. Like, y'all stop being so loud. We're like, okay. She go back upstairs. We let them back in. We still talking with them, laughing, chilling. She started coming downstairs again. My brother, like, they're moving upstairs. We told them to go in the garage. This time, she don't just go in the kitchen area. She come all the way down to the den. And I was closing the garage as she was coming down, but the lights was off. The lights was off in the den the whole time. As she coming downstairs in the den, I'm like closing the garage. And she like, what are y'all doing? And I'm like, we were playing hide go seek in the dark. And my best friend like scared me. Da-da-da. We just laughing like we were just playing, like, you know, nothing. Laughing it off. She like, oh, okay, like, y'all still being loud. We like, oh, we're gonna be quiet, my bad. So the 3rd time we let them back in, y'all. We kicking it, we caking it, you know, chilling. This time we trying not to be so loud, like we're not really being loud, you know. I feel like we wasn't being loud around this time because we knew she was gonna come back downstairs. So this time my brother wasn't really on the stairs, and I think it was a point where she asked my brother like, what are you doing? Like, why are you just sitting on the stairs? So my brother had ended up going in the kitchen, and we had like this little bench at like the table in the kitchen, and he would lay on it. So he was in the kitchen, he was laying on like the bench, still trying to like keep watch. But the nigga was asleep, I think. Like, I don't think he was woke. I think he was asleep, fell asleep. Y'all, This last time, mama come downstairs. We tell them go in the garage. We hear her coming downstairs. They go in the garage. We jump on the couch. She coming downstairs and then turn the lights on. We jump on the couch. We're laughing. We're still like laughing, like nothing's happening. And she like, nah, y'all up to something. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, y'all not playing. Like, y'all up to something. And we like, me and my best friend look at each other. We like, what are you talking about? Like, no, we're not. Like, we're not up to anything. Like, we told you we was playing hide and seek in the dark. We got scared. Like, nothing's happening. And I think one of them did something in the garage. They hit something or they moved something. Or was it like we had just closed the garage and then ran to the couch? I can't really remember. Either we was running from the garage and jumped on the couch as she was coming downstairs, or they made a noise in the garage. Long story short, she went to the garage and she opened it, and all of them was sitting on the stairs. They really stupid as hell, because why would y'all be sitting on the stairs? Just in case she did open the garage. Our garage is big. You could have hid and we got stuff in our garage. You could have hid anywhere in the garage. And how our garage is set up, it's like you have to go up some stairs, go around the rail, and it's a big area. Y'all just gonna sit on the stairs? Y'all could have literally went around the rail and hid. Why would y'all just be sitting on the stairs? She opened the garage, they just all sitting on the stairs. She like, oh nah, I knew y'all was up to something. I'm gonna go get your daddy. She yelling my daddy's name. I'm like, oh my God. They got up quick as hell, opened the garage, ran up out of there. I'm sitting there like, bruh, I know we really did not just get caught, bruh. I am mad as hell. I'm scared. I'm like, now you calling my daddy. Like, that's the worst thing you could have did, is call my daddy. So she yelling my daddy's name. My daddy fly down the stairs, bruh. Fly downstairs. She like, what? She like, they have boys in here. They have boys in the garage. My daddy go through the garage. He go outside, like, trying to find them. Can't find them. Come back in. They yelling. I get a whooping. I'm like, are you serious right now, bro? Are you serious? So then my sister ended up getting in trouble. I had my best friend like take my phone and had my phone as like, at some point I had her take my phone. While it's all going on, I had her take my phone. So my mama like, Dejanae, you go upstairs in our room. I had to sleep in their room. My sister, she was questioning my sister. My sister ended up getting in trouble too, because even though my sister wasn't chilling with the boys for real, she was like on another couch laying down, so like she knew they were there. My sister got in trouble. My brother got in trouble too, I think. I can't remember if my brother got in trouble. I don't know if my brother got in trouble this time, because I think they just thought that he was just in the kitchen sleep, because sometimes he would sleep on the bench, on the kitchen bench, and we don't know why. So I think they might have just thought that he was just asleep. But I know for a fact me and my sister got in trouble. So she up in the so she in her room like questioning me. It wasn't really like, I wasn't really answering the questions for real, because I was mad that I had got caught and I was in trouble. So I was just really like my attitude was just like, it is what, like, I don't care. Like, it is what it is. Like, I was pissed off that we got caught. So she tried to take my phone, like she wanted to go through my phone. So I go get my phone from my best friend. I'm like, no, I go get my phone from my best friend. And I'm sitting there and I'm clearing my phone out. This time I cleared my phone out good, y'all. It was nothing in that phone. She couldn't find nothing in that. I'm saying she couldn't even find a curse word in that phone, okay? I deleted every single thing. Everything on my phone was gone. Pictures, videos, manager. We had pictures with each other. We had pictures of us outside, videos, all of that's gone. And I'm just trying to hurry up and do. For me to have to delete something so fast, I got it done. I'm sitting there, I'm like, as I'm deleting stuff, I'm like, I'm calling my best friend's name, even though my best friend's sitting right there on the couch. But I got my phone in my hand. I'm like, best friend, like, where my phone at? Have you seen my phone? Like, best friend, like, you seen my phone? As I'm deleting stuff so that my mama won't be asking me, like, where's your phone? Like, what's taking you so long? I'm acting like I'm looking for it as I'm sitting here deleting everything on my phone. So once I get done deleting everything, I go upstairs and hand her my phone. Everything in my phone is deleted, everything gone. She can't find nothing in that phone. And I feel like that pissed her off even more because she really can't find nothing in my phone. So as I'm upstairs, my best friend, they ended up calling my best friend's phone. And to kind of like check on us. And so my best friend on the phone downstairs, and she like, yeah, like she got in trouble. She upstairs, they took her phone, don't call it, don't text it, you know, like all that. So my mama yelled downstairs, she like, such, get off that phone, cause we're going to your parents' house in the morning. It was really a big ordeal. They ended up calling her grandma over that morning and telling her about it. But she wasn't in trouble for that long. I was in trouble for like a couple months. She was in trouble for like 2 weeks or so. And she should have been in trouble longer than me, because we had equal parts in this. Like, we just got different parents, but we had equal parts in this. So I probably should have been the same. But like, even after like I had got caught, that's when they really like just didn't want me speaking to him ever. Like, they wanted me to have no parts with him, which I know I'm gonna do what I want to do anyways. But like I said, like we would ride the bus to my grandma's house after school. So when I would go over there after school, like I would use her house phone and I would call him. I would still call him, get on the phone with him. And it was okay. It was cool. Not even cool. Like, we was trying to figure it out and work it out for like the first like month of us not being able to speak to each other at all, and us barely being able to see each other because I wasn't able to ride the bus to school no more. Like, my mama would wake up and take us to school now. All because she didn't want me talking to him, didn't want me seeing him. She would take me and my siblings to school. So I wasn't seeing him. I wasn't able to talk to him unless it was calling my grandma's phone. I mean, calling off my grandma's house phone. And my grandma she knew that I wasn't supposed to be on the phone for real, but like she was still letting me get on the house phone and talk. Like, it wasn't that she didn't care. It was just like, you know, it's my grandma's house. But I'm gonna kind of tell y'all, like, again, I kind of feel like this story time like a little short, so I'm kind of going into depth about the events that happened afterwards, like after the whole getting caught situation. Kind of like events that took place in our relationship afterwards. So like after that that obviously messed up our relationship. And I thought I was so in love back then, y'all. Like, I thought I was so in love. I wanted to be with him so bad. So I would call my grandma's house phone, but that only lasted like for like a month, and after that it was just kind of like we don't even get to see each other. So like, and we didn't go to school together. Like I said, I was in the middle school and he was in the high school, so like we wasn't seeing each other. So one day he ended up telling me on the phone, like, I don't think this is gonna work out. And like I said, he was older than me, so like he was dating, he was, you know, doing older things because he was older than me. So he like, I don't think this is gonna work out. Like, I've been talking to this other girl, this and the third. First of all, I was up here and tell me that you could talk to another girl when we still together. We never broke up. And when it first happened and I first called you off this house phone, you telling me we still gonna be together, you still love me, this and the third. Now all of a sudden, a couple weeks later, you talking to another girl. Oh, okay. So I'm like, okay, like, cool, it is what it is, understandable, this and the third. Left it alone. Well, not really, but so I ended up getting my phone back. Once I got my phone back, I kind of was cool off him. Like, I feel like I understand like why we had broke up, but like at the same time, I wasn't fucking with him. So once I got my phone back, you know, I went back to my original player ways. Got my little roster up, started back talking to other people. Then I became a freshman, y'all. No, rewind. He ended up getting a girlfriend. Like a month or two later, he ended up getting a girlfriend. I didn't even know the girlfriend for real. Honestly, I did not know who she was. The only reason I knew he had a girlfriend was because my best friend had ended up telling me that he had got a girlfriend because they was supposed to picture each other. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, like that shit crazy, but all right, whatever. So one day, this was around the summertime, my 8th grade summer. So I was about to be a freshman, but I hadn't started school yet. So like I said, around this time I was cool with his brother. So like I had got really close to his brother. Like his brother was my brother at that point. Like we was like this, really close. And my parents was cool with me being close to his brother. Like his brother would come over my house, like we would all be outside together. Like my parents would take all of us to the mall together. Like my parents didn't have a problem with me being cool with his brother because his brother was closer to my age. So they was fine with me being close with his brother. But let me tell y'all. So he was also done with me, you know. He was just saying he didn't want to be with me. We cut it off. And he had a girlfriend. He got him a little girlfriend. So one day we was all outside. And like my house was the kicking spot for all the kids like in the neighborhood. Like everybody would sit outside my house. So one day we was all outside chilling, and him, his brother, and one of their friends had ended up like coming around the corner. Like they was walking around the corner, and they seen us outside. I didn't see him. I didn't speak to him. I spoke to his brother because I'm close to his brother. His brother like was come walking up. Like I'm like, oh hey, gave him a hug. I spoke to their friend because I was familiar with their friend. But I didn't speak to him because he used to be acting funny because he had got him a little girlfriend. Like, you don't have to talk to me, but like, you don't gotta be acting weird either. So I didn't really speak to him. I just went about my business. So my best friend was outside, and my best friend had spoke to all of them. And so he had ended up like waving my best friend over, talking to her. And my best friend came back to me, and he said like he want to speak to you. Like, can y'all have a conversation? Like, can y'all go y'all can go have a conversation in the cul-de-sac. Yeah, like this little circle around the corner. Like, y'all can go have a conversation in the cul-de-sac. He want to talk to you. So I'm like, at first I'm like, I don't want to speak to him. Like, I have nothing to say to him. Like, he had nothing to say to me. Like, no, dead. So my best friend eventually convinced me to go over there. So I ended up walking over there, and he just like, I miss you, I love you, I want to be with you. Like, I'm like, and the whole time he's saying all this, I'm like, don't you got a girlfriend? Like, you have a girlfriend. Like, that's my response to everything he's saying. I'm like, you have a girlfriend. He like, I don't want to be with her. Like, I'm just with her on the because I couldn't be with you. I really want to be with you. I love you, this, that, and the third. All in my face, da-da-da. I'm like, I'm not gonna try to be with you and you have a girlfriend. You break up with your girlfriend, maybe we could talk about something. And he like, I don't want to break up with her just because your parents don't allow us to be together. So I'm like, okay, like, break up with your girlfriend and we can talk to my parents. Or after we talk with my parents, you can break up with your girlfriend. That was supposed to be our deal, our plan. So I never ended up talking to my parents, y'all, around this time. I did not talk to my parents about it. Couple days later, he acting wishy-washy. Maybe, I guess him and his girlfriend must have been on bad terms when he was talking to me. Because a couple days later, he like, out of nowhere, we was texting for days, like, good morning, how you doing, miss you, you know, having full-blown conversations. Then one morning, I didn't even text him good morning yet. He just texted me out of nowhere, like, I'm done with you, I don't want to be with you. I swear to God, y'all, out of nowhere. He just like, I'm done with you, like, I don't want to be with you. I love my girlfriend, we finna work on our relationship. You might as well forget me, like, I don't want no parts of you.
I said, damn, bitch.
I'm like, huh? I'm like, nigga, you came to me and all of a sudden you don't want to be with me? Like, I'm confused. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm glad I didn't talk to my parents about it. Like, fuck you. Don't speak to me. Like, we had nothing to say to each other. That was the end of my conversation. Then, I'm talking about school. We wasn't in school because it was the summertime. We wasn't in school yet. My fault, y'all. But he did just text me out of nowhere, like, on some weird shit. So freshman year comes around, it's time for me to start school, which was like a month later. And I get on the bus, you feel me, I have my little braids, you know. I feel like I was so cute. I had my hair done, my little back to school outfit, you know, popping my shit. We get on the bus and like I said, I'm cool with his brother. We got the same, kind of got the same little friend group, you know. So I'm sitting in the back of the bus for all of them. I'm not talking to him. I'm not speaking to him, but I'm speaking to everybody else, per usual. So we didn't say nothing to each other. I'm acting like I don't see him. After school comes around, we get on the bus, and at this point, we was riding the bus home. So we get on the bus to go home. He's all in my face, talking to me and my best friend. He like, so did y'all get some numbers today? Like, whose numbers did y'all get? How many niggas was trying to talk to y'all? My best friend responded, because like him and my best friend was cool still, but I wasn't really cool with the nigga, so I'm not really talking to him like that. I'm just laughing at their conversation, but I'm not responding to him, even though he's talking to the both of us. And so then he like noticed I'm not responding to him, so he like, nay, like who number did you get? How many numbers you get? I'm not talking to him, like a couple. Like I don't have nothing to say to you. And so like he started like pulling my hair, play fighting with me, like he like still like all in my face, like flirting with me. Remember I said he flirting with me, y'all. So I'm like, so I'm just laughing it off, like we're not fucking with you. Like I don't fuck with you. And at this time, he still had a girlfriend. So I would say like maybe that we wasn't texting nothing like that. I would say maybe that weekend we was all outside again in front of my house, and he pulls up in his parents' car. I don't know where his parents was at, but he had his parents' car, and he wasn't supposed to. He had his parents' car, and his brother was in the car, so I'm pretty sure his brother must have told him to pull up over there so he could get dropped off over there, because his brother got out the car and we was all kicking it. But the girlfriend was in the car, so like he dropped the brother off and like sped off, like he ain't said nothing to us. He ain't said nothing to me, my sister, or my best friend. Like I said, him and my best friend was cool, like they'd speak to each other. He didn't say nothing to nobody. He dropped his brother off and left. And we soon realized like, oh, he did that because the girlfriend in the car, he don't want to speak to nobody. So I guess 30 minutes later, he pulls back up with no girlfriend. I guess he must have dropped off at home, but he pulls back up. His girlfriend not there. He pulls up, and he like, Nate, like, come to the car, like, come talk to me, like, come like, you know, come over here, come speak to me. I'm like, what? Like, you just ain't want to talk when you had your girlfriend in the car, now you want to talk. I'm like, nah, like, what do you want? Like, I don't really have much to say to you. Like, what do you want? He's steady kicking the same fucking line. I miss you. I love you. Like, I want to be with you. I don't want to be with her. And at this point, I'm tired of hearing the same thing. So I'm just laughing. Like, I just think that it's hilarious. I'm laughing. I'm like, oh, like, I ain't got shit to say. So I end up just cutting the conversation short, going back to what I was doing. I would say maybe like 2 weeks later, it's my best friend's birthday. My relationship with him was very, very toxic, y'all. It was very, very toxic, if I can't tell already. So I would say like 2 weeks later, it's my best friend's birthday. Her birthday was at the beginning of the school year. So yeah, it was like around her birthday. And it was the day that we was about to go out, like me and some of her other friends, we was all about to go out for her birthday. Like I think we was going to like out to eat and then having a sleepover or something. So that morning, she calls my phone. It's at least like 9 o'clock in the morning, y'all, and it's the weekend. I'm not up for real. I'm still laying down, and the party, the little events didn't start till later on. So she calls my phone, and she like, Day, what you doing? I'm like, nothing, like sleep. Like, what do you want? She like, so you know such and such. Let me see. We're gonna say his girlfriend's name was iPhone. So she like, you know, iPhone, mind you, let me rewind. I told y'all I was cool with the brother. The brother ended up telling me one day like that the girlfriend didn't like me. And I was confused as to why the girlfriend really didn't like me, because she didn't know me. Like, so he told me before, like, yeah, she don't like you. Like, she don't like you. And I'm like, how does she even know me? Like, how does she even know about me? Like, she don't like me for what? I don't know. I forgot. I think he said, like, he ended up, she went through his phone. Not this time. I forgot what had happened, but it was a reason as to why she didn't like me. It had something to do with me and him. It was probably because, it had something to do with me being with him previously, before her. But I feel like that's not a good enough reason to not like me. So I knew that she did not like me. I just didn't care. Like, okay, whatever. So my best friend called me. She like, you remember, you know, like iPhone, you know iPhone. I'm like, what about her? She like, I think, what did I name the person lost my virginity? I think I named him Bottle in the last video. So Bottle is the person I lost my virginity to, the person that got caught. We got caught sneaking in the house. We named him Bottle. So she like, you know, she said, she texted me asking me about Bottle. And I'm like, what's she texting you asking you about him for? She like, she would just have some questions on like if he be trying to talk to you and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Like, my exact words was, not my exact words, but I probably said something along the lines of, oh, that's crazy, or like, that don't make no sense, or something like that. She like, but she said, she like, but I told her like she should just ask you, like that she should ask you. And I'm like, no. I'm like, I ain't got nothing to say to her or him. Like, she shouldn't come and ask me nothing. And my best friend like, Day, like, just talk to her, like, just answer the questions. Like, she just want to know. She just want to try to find some stuff out. I'm like, girl, I don't have nothing to say to her. She like, Day, she on the other line. I'ma add her in. I'm like, on the other line, bitch, is you trying to set me up now? On the other line? Nah, but not everybody. All y'all tweaking. I said, what? I said, what questions do she have? Like, she should go ask her nigga. Like, don't ask me nothing, especially after you already said you didn't like me. No. So my best friend steady want to figure. She's like, I'ma add her in. I'm like, bro, go ahead, add her in. So iPhone get on the phone. She like, hey, Dejanay, like, this iPhone, how you doing? I'm like, hey, I'm good. She like, I just had some questions about Bottle. She was like, I went through his phone and I seen that he was texting you. Now, the messages she seen was previous. The message she seen was when we was in the cul-de-sac and he was in my face trying to talk to me, and he was telling me like to talk to my parents so that we could be together, and he was gonna break up with her. I think that's the messages she seen. She like, I see messages, but no, I lied. She said she seen my name pop up on his phone one day or something like that, and she had been questioning him about it. He said it was nothing. He said that he told her like, so she was like, I asked him about it, but he kept on saying it was nothing, but I feel like it's more than that. He said that you just be trying to, he said that you be trying to talk to him, that you be in his face when y'all be on the bus, you be trying to play fight with him, you be flirting with him, and that you be trying to talk to him. She's like, but I feel like that's not true, so I'm just trying to come get your side of the story. I said, oh yeah, baby, that's not true at all. My best friend like, yeah, I told you that's not true. Like, I was on the bus, and I was on the bus with him, and he was messing with her, he was flirting with her. I'm like, bitch, you shut up. Because why is you adding this random girl into the motherfucking call? It's supposed to be, you're my friend. Why is you talking to her in the first place? So you be quiet. But I'm like, nah, like, he lying. I'm like, I got messages. Cause like I said, she didn't see the messages. I thought I was tweaking. She didn't see the messages. She just see my name pop up on his phone. I'm like, girl, I got messages. I'm like, he be trying to fuck with me. Like, I be ignoring him. Like, on the first day of school, he was trying to fuck with me. He was in my face. He was flirting with me. I wasn't talking to this man. I'm like, and then I talk about the situation in the cul-de-sac. I'm like, since he trying to make it seem like I'm the crazy one and like I'm just obsessed over him, nah, I'm finna air this shit out now. I'm like, nah, I got messages. He was doing this, he was doing that. Like, everybody that was outside that day, see him all in my face, see him trying to grab on me, heard him telling me like he's gonna break up with you, he don't want to be with you, he want to be with me. I'm like, girl, like, what else he say? Because we could keep going. She like, wow, that's crazy. She like, can you send me the messages? I'm like, yes, I surely the fuck can, because why he playing with me? I sent the messages right the fuck over. So she like, thank you, like, for like talking to me, and I'm like, okay, cool. We end the conversation. I end up going back to sleep for a couple hours. I wake up, I'm getting ready, and I go to my best friend's house, and we wait for everybody else to get over there. But mind y'all, the whole time I'm sleeping getting ready, my best friend had been still on the phone with the girl, talking to the girl. She had been talking to her. They had been texting. They've been talking the whole motherfucking day, just talking it up. About what? I don't even know, because I'm the one that know all the business. So I guess my best friend, she did know the business because she would be around most of the time. So really, my best friend aired out a lot of the business already to the girl because she had been talking to her. Like, they was talking like that whole day. So once I get over there, they on the phone, they calling each other sister. She like, this my big sister. I'm like, now this your big sister, sister, fuck when? Confusing the fuck out of me. This is when I should have cut my best friend out. Because how is this your big sister now? It was weird. But I'm just like, oh, okay, like, cool. But the girl was cool. Like, we was, you know, she was keeping us updated on what he was saying, you know, after she confronted him and stuff like that. So she was cool. But then he got mad when she went to him and was like, I got messages like, you be trying to fuck with Dejanay still, and I was telling her like, this shit not that long ago, girl. It's like 2 weeks ago. Like, he be trying to fuck with me. Like, what you talking about? Y'all, I get on the phone with, he calls me. I already know he's finna be on bullshit when he called me because I just told your girlfriend that you trying to fuck with me. So I already knew off bat he was finna be on straight bullshit. So I answer the phone, I'm like, yeah. He like, why the fuck you go tell iPhone that I was trying to talk to you? You weird. Why would you do that shit? You trying to ruin my relationship because I don't want to be with you. I'm like, hold on, bitch. I'm trying to ruin your relationship. I'm like, I don't care about your relationship because now I'm mad. And so now I'm going off. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about your relationship. I'm like, you lied to her and told her that I was trying to fuck with you knowing that I wasn't. You got her not liking me over something that, over lies that you keep telling her. I'm like, you know damn well you be trying to talk to me like I don't bother you, I don't speak to you. We're just going off on each other back to back to back, cussing each other clean the fuck out. And I keep saying what I gotta say, hanging up. He calling back, I'm answering. That's how you know we toxic. I'm answering like, what you want, like he cussing me out, I hang up, answer back, I'm cussing him out, hang up. We're going back and forth. But this is when I blocked him. Then he'll start texting me on some bullshit too, like, yeah, you weird as fuck, you doing some weird ass shit, quit texting her, quit talking to her, don't stop answering her questions. Bitch, who are you to tell me what to do? So I'm ignoring him at this point, I'm laughing. So this last time, no, I get on the phone, so I block him because he's steady saying the same bullshit, so I block him. And iPhone like, yeah girl, just block him, he being weird, he mad because he got caught up, But I guess him and her was still going back and forth. So I get on the phone with the brother. Like I said, me and the brother real close. So me and the brother on the phone. The brother in his room. He had the brother in his room, and me and him on the phone talking to each other. And I'm basically telling him what's going on, what's happening. But mind you, I tell the brother everything anyways because we're really, really close. So he like, yeah, the brother like, yeah, like that shit crazy. Like, that's just crazy. I don't know why he be on that shit. Like, he shouldn't be on that shit. And getting you mixed into situations, he like, yeah, like that, he shouldn't be doing shit like that. So he busts in the bottle, busts in his brother's room, take the brother's phone, and he's steady saying some bullshit, but all I hear is him call me a bitch. I said, you said what? Don't disrespect me. So I go completely off. I'm calling him out his name. I'm like, you weak as hell, you a stupid ass bitch, you know, like I'm going the fuck off on him. I'm like, yeah, like you're weird as fuck. So the brother take the phone back. He like, you tripping, like don't gotta disrespect her, like you tripping, like get out my room. I'm like, yeah, you better get your brother. So after he called me a bitch, it was over with. Like I didn't want nothing. He couldn't say shit to me at all. But long story short, like we still talking to iPhone. We still telling her like what he be saying, what he be doing, and I'm just hearing him completely out, like. I'm hearing him out. I'm like, yeah, he said he don't want to be with you. He said he don't like you for real. You feel me? He be in my face. He be trying to fuck with me. He be texting my phone, calling my phone. He be telling me that he don't want me to talk to nobody else because he want to be with me. I'm saying everything because why would you just disrespect me? Okay, now I'm really not holding nothing back. But after the girl got the information that she needed, like, her and my best friend, like, they was still cool or whatever, but like we didn't really have much to say to each other. Like we ended up following each other on social media and we'll like each other, stuff like that. Like it was no beef. But after she found everything out, they ended up getting back together. Like I was like, probably like a week later, they ended up getting back together, and then they ended up breaking up again like a couple months later, and then me and him ended up dating. And this was around the time I lost my virginity. Me and him ended up dating again, and we was together. And then she was mad at me because I got back with him. But it was like, girl, you got back with him, and now you mad at me because I got back with him when I was the one that was with him in the first place. So then my dumb ass ended up getting back with him, like in the middle of the school year. I ended up getting back with him. She ended up getting mad because I was back with him. She made a post on social media. She like, what she said? She said something about little ass girls dating niggas way older than them or some bullshit like that. And I just posted on Instagram. I mean, I just laughed. Like, I laughed. And I was like, bitch is too old to be speaking on me, laughing emojis. You know, like, I just said some more slick shit. But like, we didn't ever have no problem with each other other than that. Like, it was just like, how you mad at me because I'm back fucking with him when you took him back when he was trying to fuck with me when he was my nigga first? And how you mad at me now? Let me be stupid in peace. Fuck. But yeah, I ended up getting back with him and then ended up losing my virginity to him. And then we ended up not speaking to each other for a couple more years because my parents found out about losing my virginity to him. If you didn't already see the Lose My Virginity story time, make sure you go watch it. It's pretty good. So then we ended up not speaking again for a couple years. I mean, not a couple years. We ended up not speaking for like some good months. And then he ended up coming back trying to fuck with me, and it was just like, I don't even want to fuck with you no more because I feel like you're trying to fuck with me on your time. And I hate when people try to fuck with me on their time. So it's like, I don't want to talk to you because you trying to fuck with me on your time. Like, no. So then I would like be ducking him. Like, I'll be saying I'm gonna link with him, don't link with him. Didn't care. Like, and he'll be texting me like, what I do to deserve this. Like, he'll be texting me like he playing victim. Like, nigga, you cut it the fuck out. And he would say other little slick shit that I feel like you playing me, you trying to play with me. Like, even though we wasn't together, but like he'll say slick shit, like set up on my stories and say slick shit, like trying to play or something, trying to play with me or something. So like, I used to be ducking the fuck out of him around that time. I did not care. Like, I said I'm gonna link with him on link, he'll be on my phone like, can I please come see you? Can I please come see you? Didn't give a fuck. Wouldn't let him come see me. I ain't got to the point where he'll just be like, what did I do for you to treat me like this? What I do to deserve this? And I used to show my friends, I used to be like, he's serious right now. Because in high school, he used to stay trying to cheat on somebody. But y'all already know I'm the biggest P. So like, you can't cheat on me and think that you're not getting cheated back on. Like, we'll be in the hallway, and I found out that he was cheating before I'd go off on him and be like, okay, we can get back together. And we'll be in the hallway the next day, and a dude will walk up to me, literally while he's standing right there, and niggas would not give a fuck, and the nigga walk up to me, and he'd be like, hey, that's your name, like, you couldn't text me back. And I'd be like, oh, like, I just laugh it off, like, oh, my bad. And I just laugh it off. And he'd just be looking at me like, you serious right now? And I just be like, I don't know what he's talking about. Like, the whole time, the nigga that did that, why would he do that? Like, you see me standing here with this nigga, and you gonna say that? But that's really gonna be the end of the story time, y'all. I don't really got to tell me more story time. If y'all want to know about the story time about when I went to Cali and I didn't have fun and I got super drunk until I blacked out, I can tell y'all about that. Other than that, I don't think I got that many story time. Let's see. Do I? I don't think I do. I can tell y'all about I don't know if I should tell y'all about my first fight or not. I don't know. If y'all leave in the comments like y'all want to hear about my first fight, then I'll tell about my first fight. If that's what y'all want to hear, then I'm gonna give it to y'all, okay? But other than that, I don't think I got that many story times. But like I said, at the end of this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to your mama, sister, uncle, auntie, daddy, your baby mama, your baby daddy, all of them. Even the kids. Get the kids and have them sit in the bed and watch it with you, okay? But make sure y'all stay tuned in. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all follow me on all social media, Instagram, TikTok, my business Instagram. Like I said, I'm finna get on Twitter, y'all. Let me learn how to really work it, and then I'm gonna leave it in the description for y'all. But I'm finna start getting on Twitter. But yeah, just stay tuned. Let me know what y'all want to see from me. Leave it in the comments what kind of videos y'all want to see from me. I'll be needing ideas from y'all, okay? I want to stay consistent, but I'll be needing more ideas. So let me know like what y'all want to see so I can get that to y'all. And I thank y'all for just watching the video, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.
gon' sing to this thing like a melody. And if your girl ain't right, I got the remedy.